Factory.
I'm in love with your body.
stay. You and me are thrifty, so go all you can eat. Fill up your bag and I fill up your plate. We talk for hours and hours about the sweet and the sour and how your family's doing okay. And leaving, getting in a taxi, kissing the backseat, tell the driver make the radio play. And I'm singing like, girl, you know I want your love. Your love was handmade for somebody like me. Come on now, follow my lead. I may be crazy, don't mind me. Say, boy, let's not talk too much. Grab on my waist and put that body on me. Come on now, follow my lead. Come on now, follow my lead. I'm in love with the shape of you. We push and pull like a magnet do. Oh, but my heart is falling too. I'm in love with your body. But last night you were in my room. Now my bedsheets smell like you. Every day discovering something brand new. I'm in love with your body. 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 Every day discovering something brand new. I'm in love with the shape of you. Come on, be my baby. Come on. 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 I'm in love with the shape of you. Push and pull like a magnet do. Oh, my heart is falling too. I'm in love with your body. Last night you were in my room. Now my bedsheets smell like you. Every day discovering something brand new. I'm in love with your body. Come on, be my baby. Come on, come on, be I'm in love with your body. Come on, be my baby. Come on, I'm in love with your body. Come on, be my baby.
Oh, been down the gym. Been down there about 8:30. Sorry, 6:30. Normally I'm down there 5:30.
You're about to watch, see the most effective arm workout you've ever done. How do I know that? Because I'm going to get you to focus on effective reps. You know, the ones that even Arnold himself has said lead to the most muscle growth. Well, what if there's a way for us to get to these reps more quickly? In other words, with less wasted effort along the way. Well, that's where the 100 workout series steps in. In this case, the 100 Arnold workout. But the first exercise up is going to be the classic barbell curl. And as with all the 100 workouts in this series, we're going to start with something we call the ignition set, which is where I'm going to choose a weight that causes me to fail in about the 12 rep range on this exercise. And what you'll be reminded of while you do this set is how easy the first few repetitions are in any set performed to failure in the 12 rep range. Right? That second and third and fifth and sixth rep really aren't that challenging. But the key to what we're doing here is we're trying to perform them to set the stage to get into these more difficult, more challenging, more stimulus-inducing reps that happen towards the end of the set. Now at this point I perform my first rest pause, which is going to be just a 15-second rest before I jump right back into the workout. And it's at this point that the actual workout begins, because your goal for this exercise is to perform 20 effective reps. And these effective reps are the ones that are beginning right now, after the ignition set. You see, the first set here performed after that ignition set is going to be instantly more challenging, because we're able to tap into those type 2 fibers more quickly. But they're also going to be the reps that yield greater results in a much quicker time period. So you perform as many as you can here, and it may be only 4 or 5 or 6 or maybe even a little bit less, but you do as many as you can until you reach failure, and once again you hit another 15-second rest pause period here. Again, you get yourself right back into it and continue to chip away until you've reached all 20 of the effective reps on this exercise. The work's just beginning, because now we have to shift our focus to the second exercise, and in this case, we're going to go to the other side of the arm for our triceps. And my exercise of choice here is going to be the dumbbell jam press. And I like this version of the exercise because I don't have to worry about the bar making contact with my face in a way that's unwanted as I work my way up to my 20 effective reps once again in this fatigue state. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to target my shoulders with the dumbbells and allow my elbows to drop and roll a little bit as I extend my arms up overhead. The jam press is a great way to build up those triceps because it does effectively recruit that long head with a little bit of that pre-stretch on every rep. Now I perform this once again until failure using that ignition set, which will be followed once again by that 15-second rest pause to set the stage for as many sets as it's going to take me to reach the effective rep total of 20 once again. At the conclusion of my 20th rep here, I'm going to rest 3 to 5 minutes as I do between all of the individual exercises in this workout, and I move this time on to the third exercise, going back to the front side of the arm, but actually to a different part of it. We're talking about the brachialis with the crossbody hammer curl. And I like this variation of the exercise because we can get more pronation than we can with a typical neutral grip hammer curl, which is going to allow me to hit more of the brachialis and brachioradialis in the forearm and upper arm, which will give me a little of that additional brief respite from the biceps to keep this workout intensity high. And as always, that first set is going to be the ignition set where I'm using that weight that will cause failure in the 12 rep range. Now, for some reason you're finding that mounting fatigue is causing you to reach for lighter dumbbells than you would typically use on this exercise, that's okay. Because remember, your muscles know tension, not necessarily the number on the side of the dumbbell, so simply use the weight that provides the most challenge and causes you to fail in that 12 rep range. After the ignition set, as always, you're going to perform your 15-second rest and then get yourself right back in there again to start repping out. This exercise is slightly easier because of the alternating fashion that we perform it in, which will allow you to kind of have a little bit of additional rest in between reps every single time, but you're still going to be working your way until 20 effective reps have been completed on both the right and the left arm. For the fourth exercise in this workout, we're going back once again to the triceps and back to a classic tricep pushdown. Now, unlike the jam press, the pushdown is going to focus most of its effort on the lateral and medial heads of the tricep. And with that as the focus, you really just want to make sure that you're getting full, complete extension of the elbow on every single rep. Far too many times I see people shortchange the extension that they get at the elbow. Those 2 inches matter, as they seem to always do. Choose that weight appropriately once again here to reach 12 rep failure on the first set. Do your rest pause 15 seconds and get back into your first of however many sets it's going to take you to once again reach that 20 effective rep total. The nice thing about this exercise and other arm exercises in general is because of the smaller muscle groups and the isolatory focus here, you tend to usually be able to get out around 2 or 3 reps at minimum after every single rest pause period. However, even if that's not the case for you, just continue to get as many as you possibly can, pushing yourself as hard as possible to ensure that you are performing effective reps and let the chips fall where they may. When you reach your 20 reps, you've completed your work for this exercise. Which brings us to the 5th exercise in this workout, and the 3rd time we're hitting our biceps, this time with one of my favorite ways to do it. It's called the bicep chin-up, but only in this case serving as our ignition set weapon of choice. Because what you're going to do is perform a set to failure, and the difference between this and a regular chin-up is just simply the angle of the elbow where you're performing it. Open up that distance a little bit more. Create more of a 90-degree angle at your elbow as you perform the exercise to ensure that more of the focus is on the biceps and less of it is on the lats. Now, once you've reached failure here, the reps actually start. In this case, we're doing 10 effective reps. And guess what? You're only doing 1 at a time.
Let's go Peloton. Work those shoulders, baby.
It's August. Athlete, come on.
In the morning, of lovers sleeping tight, all rolling by like thunder now. As I look in your eyes, I hold on to your body and feel
Where's my things gone? Oh, I have my... Oh. I don't know where they go. I've got to tidy up my room in a minute. See that? That's old age. Maybe my room looks a mess because I ain't done my bed yet. I've got to put a new quilt on it. Yeah. Just relax now.